Electrons are officially hooking up. This is Ann Sieg from the e-commerce business school, of course. And so I have someone with me who is Coach Kurt. And Kurt, ew, yikes, we had some glitches. Yeah, so that's kind of awkward. And I'm like this morning getting on with you and Lisa. Guys, we had some blubs here yesterday and we need to get those addressed. Yeah, so part of it is, I'm just going to talk it through. And you guys know who I am, how I rock and roll is. I like to teach through things, situations, because some of you might find yourself in the same gig. But more so, this is really urgent because we have Coach Kurt's 10-day accountability boot camp. It's starting day 1 this afternoon at 4. So it is like, guys, come on, we got to get this out there. So here's the blub. It's twofold. One, we had a little mishap with the handoff. This is specifically, by the way, hey, everyone, y'all enjoyed our interviews over the weekend, right? Kurt, 17, 18 of them, something
like that. Yep. Something
like that. Our grand opening of the e-commerce business school, that went off without a hitch. We have our brand new free membership. We've got folks who have come in over the 4-day weekend. Kurt, you gave away prizes. Mm-hmm. We had prizes over the 4 days. So all that went, boom, check, went awesome. But one thing that got a little bit sticky was our Cyber Monday offer, for which we were supposed to email you guys. Ooh. You know what happened? There was a little handoff mishap, Kurt. We discovered it Sunday afternoon, kind of late. And so you guys were given like 3 hours notice. Bad on us. So we really apologize about that glitch. There was another glitch, and Kurt, my day has been so busy, I'm forgetting the second glitch. What's the second glitch? It was a tech glitch. So there's what's the other one?
Well, the email was the tech glitch. You know, it just people just didn't get the emails informing them of what's going on.
Oh, so. I know what the other deal is. Yes. Ding. Guys, we move so faster, we forget. It's that only 1% of you would have gotten the email. And I'm like, that is so not cool. So we apologize profusely because there were people reaching out to you in panic mode. Last night, Coach Kurt, you got off a meeting, boom, and this guy is like, didn't want to miss out on the boot camp to save his soul, right? So we rushed. And so apologies on our end twofold. One, our emails didn't get out until way too late. And secondly, only 1% of you would have even received them, which is bad. And I should have done a Facebook Live as a heads up to you guys. So I apologize. I'm going to make it up to you guys. So we had a quick huddle this morning, me, Coach Kurt, and Lisa, which was, let's extend this POD, pardon me, I use these acronyms, the print on demand Cyber Monday offer. Because I'm going to guess for anyone who's watching right now, it was less than half of my pinky fingernail of people who even were aware of that offer. And it's exclusive just to Cyber Monday, which is come and gone. And I'm like, guys, this isn't fair. This is not right. We need to make it up to these guys. And so we are providing the promo link. Coach Kurt, can you do me a favor? Or Clark is here. Hey, I think Clark is here. Clark, could you do us a favor? This would be on the EBS page. And we did a rush job, just met up with Clark and got this ready so we could get this open. And this is the main reason. Kurt's going to show you what happens to people's businesses when they attend his 10-day accountability boot camp. It's starting in 4 hours, less than 4 hours. We want to get you guys plugged into print on demand, those of you who didn't even know about it. And we'll talk further about that. And I'm also going to provide the link to Cody. I did an interview with Cody Neer last night. He's a multi-million-dollar seller through the print on demand model. And I'm also going to talk about, Kurt, how important it is if they are on Amazon You are so poised. Stick with Amazon. I'm going to share some stuff that Brian Cummings shared on Sunday. So again, that Sunday webinar, I bet you barely any of you even knew about that webinar because we had a mess up with our emails and only 1% of you got them. It was a double tech issue. Anyways, are you able to, or I can grab it, Kirk, because I think I may have that window open. We don't want all three of us doing it, but are you able to see and get that link in there? Otherwise, I bet you Clark has already done it.
Yeah, I'll go look and see if Clark's done it. So,
okay. So I need to go to that EBS page and just make sure we're there. But so we're going to talk about two things as we're wiping this egg off our face. The big double tech blub that we made over the weekend. Ew. That's just not fun. Okay, thank you. Clark has done that. And then if you can put in their code, their discount code, which I know is on the page, Clark, but let's just put it in the thread too. Oh, and then I'm going to grab the Cody interview. But Coach Kurt, this accountability boot camp, I have been amazed. And actually, you know, I should say relative to that is I shouldn't be amazed because you are my first online mentor. And I was mentored by you to success. And so, of course, this would be the outcome is these amazing results. So what I want you to do is I'm going to give you the share screen. So we're going to go through the accountability boot camp and just how powerful it is. Then I'm going to loop back and share some teaching points that Brian Cummings shared with us this past Sunday. But again, I know the majority of you didn't even get the message. So Kurt, I'm going to pass it on over to you while I just post in the link to the interview I did last night with Cody. So you can just go ahead and share your screen and talk through everything that's happening.
all right. Can you see my screen?
Yes, I can. Looks like some people working really hard.
Yes. So guys, really, this is given as a bonus for those that jump into the print on demand Cyber Monday special. And as Ann said, that was supposed to actuate yesterday. We had these glitches. I said, Ann, I had someone call me last night. Can I still get in this boot camp? I want to do POD, print on demand. I said, yes. So we met this morning. So that's why we're here. So this is just like a cherry on top of this beautiful Sunday called print on demand. Okay. This course is just out of this world great. We got a multi-million-dollar seller. Cody Ann's going to get you the link to, as she talked with him last night. You know, we've got Dr. Josie Shepard. We've got Brian Cummings. We've got Sarah Sotis. I mean, we got a whole faculty of people ready to empower you in this. But it doesn't work if you don't do anything. All right. I even got an email this morning. Said, Kurt, I went through your boot camp a while back and I really got traction. But then I fell off the wagon, as they say. Can I do it again? I said, yeah, come on back. And so I was never a drill sergeant. I want to be clear about that for you military people. Okay. But at the Air Force Academy, in that role of drill sergeant, I was really, really good and had a lot of fun. I love kicking butts. It's just fun. And so I don't let you off the hook. I'm nice most of the time. But, you know, if you really need someone to take you by the nose and get you to where you want to go, that's what I'm going to do. You're going to set some goals with your new print on demand course and what you want to accomplish. And we're just going to get you the traction that you need. And I have been pleasantly surprised. People really, really enjoy this. And we've gotten just lots and lots of testimonies regarding people that have been through the boot camp. And I can't remember any live training that I've ever done in the last 15 years where so many said, can I please come back and do it again? Because we just don't give it away. You have to buy something or you have to earn it to be in my boot camp. And then once you're in, I have you. And if you don't want to step up and pony up, I don't even know if you know this, Ann. If you don't step up and pony up, you know, after 2 or 3 days, you're out. I just kick them out.
Oh, I like that. No, hey, that's how it works in the real world.
Yep.
Okay.
So then those that do stick with it after that, you know, I just keep on them. So here's Kathleen. Although we should have large quarterly and annual goals, I love setting goals for 10 days and reporting in on the progress. Boot camps put you into action, not thinking or dreaming about your goals. Coach Kurt encouraged stretch goals as well as benchmarks, the ones you'll know you'll achieve in the 10-day framework. We all know life happens, and sometimes our goals are too lofty. I'll go down here. Yolette says, thanks for the support. This boot camp helped me get clear on what I need to do and actually do it daily. The accountability factor is good fuel. Thanks again. Christy said, whether you are new and just need some encouragement to get started, or have been in business for a few years and need some extra accountability to get past a large project, this boot camp will give you the extra boost you need. Coach Kurt is always fair and gives great help and advice to help you through any issues, but also holds you accountable to your goals. Thank you, Coach Kurt, for all you do to help us achieve our goals. Kristen said, I love the boot camp because it held me accountable to my goals. I enjoyed the daily nuggets from Coach Kurt Johnson too. I love the variety of folks that were going through the boot camp as well. I highly encourage everyone to go through at least one boot camp. Thanks to everybody. So that's what the boot camp is, and it's just something that added to the print on demand course to really ensure, hey, I'll come through the screen, I'll grab you by the nose, kick you in the butt to make sure that you engage and get this done. So in light of that, back to you, Ann.
And it's starting today at 4. Now,
Yes.
I interviewed Cindy Marsh, okay? And I don't know how many of you listened to the interviews that we roll out during our grand opening, but Cindy has gone through the boot camp a whopping 4 times. 4 times. And you want to know something cool about Cindy? Yeah, she stuck to her goals. I'm reading her weekly accountability reports. She happens to be one of the e-commerce masters program members, but she got her store launched ahead of schedule. And she accounts that to being in the boot camp. And now here's what I want to say. Most of us know it takes a special person, or maybe you don't, but I am going to tell you it does take a special person who can really be gutsy enough to hold people accountable without feeling sorry for them. Kurt, I'm sorry, but I'm talking about you.
Yeah. I don't think you have to say anything else. You're laughing. You're laughing at how compassionate I can be.
He's very compassionate. No, but honestly, I think for a lot of people, they know they're failing, and then the other person is put into this awkward position to feel sorry for said mentee and soften up and go, oh, well, okay, you cried me a river. Okay, fine, you get off the hook. No, Kurt is nice enough sometimes. He does when it's really serious stuff. But on the whole, I know Kurt well enough. I come from the sports world, so I was good and ready. In fact, you might have met your match, Kurt.
Well, the amazing thing about you, Ann, is I didn't need to get you to go the next mile. You were ready.
This is true.
And so, in terms of the mentoring and of all the projects we've done together for the last 14 years, getting you to move has never been the issue, but it is for a lot of people. Yeah. And how to work in a team environment, though, is another skill set that we also start to filter in a little bit in the boot camp too. There have been people that paired up after the boot camp. I don't want the boot camp to end. Joe, can I pair up with you and we'll keep each other accountable? We'll kick each other's butts since we're not going to get Kurt to do it. So anyway, There's just a lot, people pay. It amazes me. My sister did this. She's a nurse for a couple of years. People pay a company to go in and get weighed on a weekly basis. Are you serious? Yes, that's human nature.
Yes.
Okay? And so this is a bonus. It's a gift. It's an extra, which you earn to get done what you need to get done. And we'll figure that out together because everybody's life is different. We'll figure that out together. But when you tell me I'm going to be here in 10 days, we're going to find out. And we're going to make sure that happens. Or if it doesn't happen, we're going to know why. And anyway, I won't go into all what that's part of the boot camp, but we do have a lot of fun, Ann, and yes, I can be nice when I want to. It's just
on a rare occasion you can be nice. It's true. I have documented it, and I found it from 5 years ago. I'm just having fun. We have a lot of fun together. I'll just say this is, like Kurt said, you either earn it by taking certain actions, or you're investing into one of our programs. That is the pathway into the accountability boot camp. It is a game changer. So again, we're acknowledging we had 2 pretty significant, snags, wiping the egg off our face relative to getting the word out about the Cyber Monday POD offer, which includes the recordings to the last EFM, e-commerce funnel mastery workshop, which was in August. Okay, what I am compelled to do is because at this time in our community, the vast majority of our members are in local retail arbitrage. I need to address that. I need to address what an extreme advantage you have. So I'm going to share my screen now. This is we have never taught this prior, except for this past Sunday at 7 p.m. CT, which very, very few of you are notified. So even if you're like, I'm not interested in print on demand, Ann, I don't even care about Kurt's accountability boot camp. That's perfectly fine. I am going to go into a teaching point because Brian and I talked this through, and we worked together to create these slides on why it's so important if you are doing retail arbitrage, which is the vast majority of you. I don't know why this doesn't, there we go. The vast majority of you have come in through, I'm going to say it, you come in through Shop Your Way to Wealth, best way to get cash flow going. All right, so do I have your attention, everybody? So print on demand does not present to you a situation of, oh, it's one or the other. Oh man, oh, what do I do? Hear me loud and clear. It is not a question of one or the other. The two augment each other. They complement each other. Listen carefully. It's so important. One, they complement each other because this is your cash flow machine. Okay. Doing local retail arbitrage. This is a metaphor that Coach Kurt came up with of there's two ways to fuel a car. There's two ways to fuel your business, your e-commerce business, right? One is with the arbitrage, and that's where you get the cash flow. So the majority of you are in this program right here. That's what you're in, the majority of you. Oh, there we go. And you want to keep doing that. Christy is doing it, Cindy Marsh. Nearly every single one of our print-on-demand members are doing local retail arbitrage simultaneously. Why? Because this is a predictable cash flow while they're growing their big business that they can grow and build for a profit. But it gets better. This is brand new material. It's never been taught before until this past Sunday with Brian. It's never been taught. So pay close attention. So Brian shares that with Amazon, he started with books, which is an arbitrage method. Everyone with me? And that's how he bought his RVs, his 4 different RVs. That's how he paid off $60,000 in debt. That's how he bought his new house, was through books, just books, right? And anyways, he expanded after 4 or 5 years of doing books, and he went wholesale and private label and liquidation and a whole slew of things, all mooching off of Amazon's traffic, which is smart business. That's really smart. So, right here, he loves Amazon. That's his best friend. Look at it. It's given him a lot of wonderful things. And Gadzooks vacations. They got a vacation list that goes a mile high, bigger than mine. I mean, they're great. Terry and Brian. So he expanded into print on demand. So he's got his Amazon hub and base, and then he expanded. Now watch for this. Watch what he did. Okay. Here he saw there's advantages and disadvantages for Amazon sellers. Let's look at the left. Massive traffic and hungry customers. Free product listings. You can test to your heart's content. Hang on to that bullet right there. You can test for free. Okay, hang on to that thought. And it's a simple, easy to use advertising platform. But there are some problems with Amazon. As anything, there's pros and cons. There's lots of competition. All the customers belong to Amazon. You're never going to be able to email and further promote to them. And Amazon has its restrictions. So Brian came up with an e-commerce wish list. After being with Amazon, let's see, he started print on demand 2.5 years ago. So 8 years into his Amazon career, he's like, man, you know what I really want? A never-ending supply of exclusive products. Grow my inventory levels faster without borrowing money for capital. Guys, check this out. With Amazon, you know you have to buy your product first, right? You open up your credit card, your wallet, you're spending money on product. True. On books, you're buying stuff that you're flipping for a profit. Everyone with me? Do you want to know something with print on demand? You don't spend any money. Zero. Not until your customer buys a product from you that for all intents and purposes doesn't even exist yet. Are you with me on that? And it's totally yours. No one else can rip it off from you. Unlike Amazon. With me? Not a single red cent spent in the print on demand until your customer buys and the money goes in your bank account. You know that's different than Amazon. Now you get to create your own brand and your branded line of products, etc. So I'm not going to keep going on this. There's a little teaching there, and the recording is in that link that Clark just posted. So Clark posted that link for you, and that's where you can go and watch. But let me just tell you, the boot camp starts today at 4, and I don't know what your timeline looks like to watch this. So we put that recording on the cart page, so you can go ahead and move forward with the Cyber Monday special that we messed up. Just flat out, it's embarrassing to say, but we messed up. We didn't get the word out to the way we would have liked. We had technical glitches. So now you have the link. We're giving you the $100 off. Take advantage of it. We've got an amazing guarantee. But basically, Brian, I got to get to the sweet spot. He uses Amazon free to test all his designs. Think about that for a minute. It's called Amazon Custom. So here's the deal. There's other people doing print on demand who've never been on Amazon. I'm sorry, but they're missing out on the pie. They're missing out on the free Amazon pie, the free Amazon traffic pie for testing their designs. And if they don't have Amazon, you know what they have to do? They have to rely not strictly, but a lot on paid traffic. Do you guys get what I'm saying? So I call Amazon the spoil me rotten model. I got to zip down to this special bonus that Brian is offering you guys, because most of you are in retail arbitrage. So what Brian, we have this amazing stack of bonuses. Let me get to what Brian created for you. Amazon Custom. The cheapest, fastest way to test designs. So all those other POD people, they can sit there and sweat bullets over their testing, which you're going to learn on Facebook. Facebook is wonderful, but they have to spend money or time and effort. But on Amazon, it's all free. And that is how Brian has built his print-on-demand business to segue and build his Shopify store. And here are his sales through his private label company called Stir Crazy Gifts last fall. 33,000, that is mostly from mugs. Thank you, Amazon, for the free advertising. Right? That's pretty amazing. So now what I want to say here is stick with your LRA. Adding POD is just deepening your e-commerce arsenal, deepening your e-commerce business model. Cindy Marsh is a beautiful example of that. Kurt, I went kind of long, probably longer than you thought I was going to go, but you know me. So let's get back to us together here, and we are going to encourage people while there is time. They've got to go ahead and move into POD in order to be in your boot camp at 4, right?
Yep. Jump in now. If you are listening to the recording, we do have a 24-hour window, and let's say you're doing this on Tuesday evening, the cart will stay open through the evening. You can still jump in the boot camp tomorrow. I'll get you caught up to speed. So
right.
It is a really short notice. But the bottom line is, I know you've spent money on stuff that you've never done.
That's the bottom line, isn't it?
You buy something and it goes in the virtual closet and it just sits there. And so you've disappointed yourself. You've failed yourself, and you've just kicked yourself, and you've said things like, I'm never going to do that again. Well, then how are you ever going to get to where you want to go? Think about it. Let's get off your stinking pity party, get up, get going. And I'm not going to let you do that with POD. That's what this whole thing is about. You're going to buy POD. You're going to set a goal of how much you can get through it. All right. And everybody's different. Some people work full-time jobs. Some people don't. Some people are tech savvy. Some people aren't. So it'd be your goal. It's not going to be my goal. But when you say your goal, you are not going to let that sit on the shelf.
Are you saying we can't have a pity party?
No, pity parties
Man,
are
those
not.
are so much fun. I grab my tea and my cookies and I call my girlfriends and let's go have a pity party about, I was going to do X, Y, Z.
And what happens when you call me with your pity parties?
Oh, it doesn't last long at all. Let me tell you.
I'm the last one you want to invite to a pity party. Okay, I'll hear you cry for 30 seconds. Well, great. Then what are we going to do about it? Okay. And so actions, your emotional power. So anyway, I'm just speaking to someone right now. I know.
Yes, you are.
Thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars, and it's gotten you nowhere because you freeze. It ain't going to freeze you. If you give me permission, I'll drag you by the virtual nose. Okay.
Yeah. And I got to say, too often people reach out to someone else that's in their own comfort zone of, well, surely I can hug with her and then we can both feel sorry together. No.
I failed. No. I failed. We're the other losers. Let's go have a pity party together and blame everybody else for why I failed.
And blame everybody. Oh man, we're getting tough here now. Cards are starting to sting.
Well, it starts at 4. I'm getting ready. I don't want to scare anybody. If anybody's here that's been in my boot camp, go ahead.
Oh, you have scared people. But you know what? I think back, everybody. Really, growing up, we had Sister Nora, and they'd be swinging their keys, and you get whacked on the head. Oh man, it gets you moving. Oh, now what, pray tell, is that?
Tell you what. When you said swinging your keys, tell you what. All right. Here's an extra bonus. All right. If you join the boot camp now, before we get going, and you join this boot camp, so I'll even give you till tomorrow to get, I will purchase for you personalized dog tags, and I'll send them to you if you complete the boot camp successfully. Okay. They're there. Personalized dog tags.
I want one. Are you going to make me up to? And then we get to wear it to the next event. And
that's right.
Look at me. I had my butt kicked.
Yep.
All right. Okay. So we are, you know what I love about this, Kurt, is people, because gym memberships are the exact same world. People, it felt good to buy a gym membership. I felt so good. But I didn't do anything. I walked in there once. And I was on the treadmill for about 5 minutes and then never to be seen again. This is, I know for a fact, because I have a gym membership. And every January I see it and I go, oh, yeah, well, it'll be empty out in 2 weeks from here. It's like clockwork, right? Mm-hmm. And this is what happens when people buy. In fact, Kurt, did you not sit at the table with me down in Austin where we did have a guy who was addicted to buying digital? He had spent over $100,000. Mm-hmm. I'm going to share this story. I'm having fun here, and then I got to write my notes. We got a meeting at 1. The true story. This gentleman had been a long-time subscriber of mine. This is from like 8 years ago. Our Great Wealth Transfer Conference, it was called. And he won a bonus, and we had lunch with the 3 bonus winners. He had a baby on the way, and he had an addiction. And so anyways, remember I wrote out a sheet of paper, and I said, you will sign this.
I was the MC and I was there at lunch with you, Ann. Yep.
And I had him sign it. And you know what? Now there would have been an answer for him. The boot camp. And I'm going to say, Don, Cindy Marsh's husband, he said, Ann, you know what makes your community so different? He said, I owe 60% or better of Cindy's success. She got her website up early, print on demand. And ladies and gentlemen, she's doing local retail arbitrage. So don't tell me you can't do both. She's doing both, right? Anyways, he said, and the success, 60% is due to the accountability that you have here inside your community. That's why Cindy has done so well here. So you know what I'm thinking, Kurt? There's really no excuse anymore. There's no excuse.
Well, there never was, but now it's going to be more public. So
because don't you post a spreadsheet and then people graduate. So they'll graduate and get your dog tag, right?
Well, here, let me show you.
Yeah, I'd like to see it because when those show up on the page, I'm like, yeah, bring it. This is what we do here at the E-commerce Business School.
All right, here's a spreadsheet, Dan.
Oh, I love this. It's so beautiful.
It
helps you with the data.
It takes, it does. I turned that but it still takes all, and by the way, I'm looking at some of these names, they're coming through the boot camp again. They want to do it again, but all of these names, each one of these checks represents a day where they checked in. This represents the goal that we agreed upon. We go check on the goal near the end. Did you meet this goal? Greg's an awesome guy, super guy. He only achieved 50% of his goal. I got it right there. Okay, same with Kay. Now these are great people. Anyway, all these people just really great. Everybody that finishes to me is a winner. They're people that, after day 1 or 2 or 3, they just filter out. I just take them out. I'm not interested in that. And it's not for everybody. Some people,
right.
Some people like vanilla ice cream, who doesn't like ice cream? I don't get it, but some people just don't like me or the boot camp, and that's okay. It's not their cup of tea. But once you commit, I don't care what you like or not like, you're gonna get through to the end.
I see this spanning the globe. Before you know it, they're going to be asking this for their diet, for exercise. Kurt, you're going to be a busy man with a lot of dog tags.
No.
All
right.
Okay, so I think we've conveyed our message amply. We got the egg off of our face. I hope. We really do apologize for the snafus and mishaps that not getting our Cyber Monday offer to you as we had hoped and planned. It was a busy 4 days, right? So thank you everyone for giving us a little bit of grace for that. Appreciate that. And so go out and do great things. Go ahead and move forward with print on demand, review the information. If that feels like, yeah, and I've got the support of the boot camp, we welcome you in. We look forward to seeing you you're going to be there 4 o'clock. And if you miss it, some of people are working right now. They won't see this till later, Kurt. So thank you, Coach Kurt, for being you, that you're such an awesome coach.
I love coaching. I love motivating. So come on in. The water's fine. Yep. And that's one thing about the e-commerce business school. Ann Sieg, Brian Cummings, Cody Deere, Kurt Johnson, and I could just go on and on and on and on. You will find the help that you want. And if it's not a swift kick in the butt, you'll find the hug from someone else. We work as a team.
There you go. Swift kick in the butt and a hug. We can do both. All righty, great. Thank you, Coach Kurt. See y'all in the boot camp. Bye-bye.